Poor diet impacts everything, but for some people it's a massive challenge to eat well, whether that's the cost, the amount of takeaways in the areas, food availability, equipment, time or confidence. And if you've got a disability or poor mental health or a long-term illness, then it's even harder. Improved diet can improve your life expectancy by up to 10 years. And at Bags of Taste, we believe everybody deserves healthy and affordable food. Bags of Taste is a programme that supports people who are on low incomes and have a lot of other challenges in their lives to eat well on a low budget, essentially. And the reasons people don't eat well are often not related directly to costs. There are a lot of other barriers that are psychological and physical and all kinds of things. And so what we do is we work with them within our programme to help them overcome these barriers. And we do that by delivering them all the ingredients to cook their way through our course, and during that course we actually teach them the different ways that they can overcome these barriers.
The Bags of Taste course made quite a lot of difference to what I could cook. Before, I used to go into Tesco's, for example. I thought, oh, that stuff I've got half price, I've done very well. But I was trading my health. Difference is that the Bags of Taste dishes, you know exactly what ingredients are going into them, and they're all good ingredients. Since being introduced to Bags of Taste, I will be cooking properly from now on.
So I think Bags of Taste do something really important. Firstly, they're empowering people to cook for themselves. Secondly, cooking at home is healthier for people than buying takeaway foods and fast foods that are readily available on the high streets, especially in areas of deprivation. And thirdly, it's about passing it on. So people that go to Bags of Taste courses then tell friends and family about it, their communities about it, and can help volunteer and mentor future courses.
I think the Bags of Taste mentor programme is so successful because it helps us to access people in their own homes, and it makes it really accessible for people so that they don't need to go anywhere, they don't need to be dressed, they don't need to be ready at a certain time, they can cook when they want. There's a really nice sense of community in the groups, but at the same time there's good support, and the mentors are so dedicated. They're phenomenally dedicated, and we're very lucky that they're willing to put in the time and effort to support the participants that they do.
The things that appealed to me about Bags of Taste were that they support people to make a long-term change. So I support people who are most vulnerable, and what it allowed them to do is make a change for life. Over a relatively short period, you can help people to change kind of how they cook and how they approach and even think about cooking, and that can have a really positive impact for them and their families. And the other thing is it's got a very good return on investment. So for each pound spent, there's a huge amount of savings for the family.
10 years on, what I'm most proud of is accessing these really vulnerable people, because I never imagined that we'd be working with people with PTSD, people that literally couldn't leave their bedroom, perhaps they're in wheelchairs, people with visual impairment, people with learning disabilities, care leavers, ex-offenders. We've really worked with all sorts, and often I've thought, how are we going to do that? But we have figured out a way of doing it. And so I'm really proud that we're able to support the kind of people that we can support. It's really changing their lives.
As it's our 10th birthday, we need to raise £10,000 so 100 people can take part in our programme.
Over the last 10 years, we've helped 14,000 families change their diets for good. Everyone knows that food banks are not a long-term solution. What we do is sustainable, and it gives people self-reliance and helps them make a lasting change.
There's a lot of reasons I think people should support the Bags of Taste campaign. The first one I think is that the money will go a long way. It's going to have an impact not for this is a single meal, which is nice then, but doesn't have an impact longer term. It'll hopefully lead to long-term behavioural change. And for me, that is a kind of critical part of it, which is that it's thinking about, it's £10,000 now. We're not spending 10,000 on right here, it's something to just give away. It's 10,000 to change many, many people's behaviours and lifestyles, and hopefully health.
What's next for Bags of Taste? We continue to grow, and we will be expanding as fast as we can, as fast as funding will allow. We're trying to pursue partnerships with really large organisations that can help us access the kind of people that really need our support. We're trying to pursue partnerships with public health, with NHS trusts, and really access the people that will most benefit from what we do.
Please donate now, so together we can help families take control of their well-being. Together we'll be changing diets and changing lives for good.